What's up, guys? Jack Thunder here. It's like 9 p.m. on a Sunday. About to go to bed like an hour or so. Currently, I am just 3D printing some stuff. About a 3D printing order for somebody. It's like 20 bucks. Not that much. Small order, but it's enough to like buy another full spool of filament. So another one of these things, so I can print some more stuff. But maybe this is the new series. I don't know how long I'm gonna stick with it. I might see if I will. But just gonna document, the self improvement progress, like me making money, fitness stuff. So right now, I let's just talk about fitness first. I'm kind of not. I'm not fat. I mean, heaviest I've ever been, which is like 170, and it's definitely not all muscle. Like I'm about to hop on the treadmill real quick, or the fucking scale real quick. I'm at 165, 168, 170 maybe, 172 right now. So, been eating a lot today, but yeah, I'm kind of a little heavy right now, but been working out with my coach. He owns the gym that I go to, Mr. Devin. He owns the gym that I go to. I've been training like once a week with him. I train with him in turn, and then I mow the gym's like back lawn area. Been doing that like about once a week, and then I normal gym session. But starting next week, I'm gonna hop on a cut. Like seriously, track my calories, all that stuff. I'm gonna sit down and do this. So, yeah, there we go. A little better. But hop on a proper cut. Trying to like, grow my facial hair out. Been doing some like mewing and like looks maxing stuff, more skincare. I don't know if it's really working, but I shave my head and I might get it trimmed up a little bit more. But just trying to grow my facial hair out. Um, that's I guess the looks aspect. Trying to, I mean, I got a job, so I'm buying better clothes, but probably not because I don't want to spend money on clothes and I have enough. But that covers the fitness part. And now let's talk about the business, which is like the new thing I want to add to this kind of like entrepreneurial series or self improvement series. So right now, I think my net worth is like 2K or something like that because I have like 700 bucks in cash, and then what, like 1,000 saved up, and then 1,000 in like stuff that I've bought. Like my PC is like 500 bucks, and all my printers are a couple hundred bucks. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah. Sorry, I had to grab a little bit of water. But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to make some money right now. I'm trying to think because I don't want to say how much money I have because I'm feeling like someone's gonna rob me, but I doubt it because no one knows where I live, and I don't know. I'm just paranoid like that. But anyways, I mean, I get off topic here. Trying to make more money and trying to find new ways to make more money. So with my business, my main side business, or technically my main business, but the side thing I do besides job is my ThunderTech business, which is like 3D printing. And basically, that business model is 3D printing stuff people want me to print. So like custom orders, like you know, prototypes for projects, action figures, models that they've designed, RC car stuff. And pretty much, it's a wide variety of stuff. But people, I mean, I have an Instagram and I go pay for ads like $3 a day, and I've made about 2 or 3 times return on investment so far. Most of my ads. Some orders don't go through, but I made like 400, 500 bucks in the last month or so off of like 100 bucks in ads, and been doing pretty decent with that. I'm gonna try to change up the ads a little bit with doing like like video ads instead of just like a static picture because I just hopped on Canva and did like custom 3D printing, send me a message, and Thermatech 3D printing, something along those lines. And now I'm gonna do like an ad with like a script and stuff like that, pay for that, and maybe do a little bit more than $3 a day because I have a job now where I can like afford more. But before that, I was just doing like mowing lawns and stuff like that for money. But it's super hot now, and all my neighbors paid for like a professional landscaping stuff because I was gone for like a month, and they were like, "Oh, we're just gonna switch to someone else." But I was making a little bit of money then, and yeah, I was doing that. But I'm also trying to a little bit like diversify. So I'm thinking the thought process is like half of my money that I make from my job goes straight into ThunderTech. So I have like a separate account for that where I just like track it. Because I learned this from like if you know the game Skyrim, what I would do is in the Skyrim game, I would not have all my money on me. I would just put like a lot of my money in like a separate like chest in the game, or it's like a you know what it is. But so I would know like, oh, I have like 30,000 gold saved up in this chest, and then I would say, oh dang, that's a lot, right? Instead of me just like blowing it all in one thing. So I have separate accounts. It's not like a business account and all this like registered legal stuff, but it's like separate, so I know like how much money I have for that and like paying for ads and stuff like that. It's all separate because I have like a separate credit card and stuff. But and then I have that, and then like 40% I'm thinking just go straight into like my savings or my main account, and then 10% I'm gonna try and do crypto trading. So I'm gonna learn that crypto investing, buying Bitcoin, because I've looked at it and it just like Bitcoin keeps going up, and I want to look into crypto trading, and I'm in some business courses where they teach stuff like that, and I'm gonna document my progress learning that. I'm just doing like paper trading right now, which is like where you just kind of use fake money. And I'm learning all that stuff and learning how all that like crypto wallets and all that stuff works. It's pretty interesting. Um, Pretty cool, I guess. I'm not going to do what I used to do, which is just try to sell stuff on Facebook. I mean, I have like my 3D printed stuff listed on there, but I'm not going to just like post like stuff because I don't have a lot to sell, right? I don't have like a ton of stuff where I can just sell and do that. So what I'm doing is, the job and Thunder Tech, and also I'm working on this other thing, which I'm not too sure if it's really gonna work out. I've had it for a while. It's this thing called Pack Esports. I'll show y'all in a second. Discord server. I grew it. It has 1,000 members. It's kind of nerdy, and was I don't really play video games anymore. Like I was playing Fallout 76. I bought it for like $10 like today, and I've been playing it, and I'm like, damn, this is boring. I don't really want to play this because I just video games just feel like a waste of time. I can't play games like I used to where I would spend like 5 hours on it. It got annoying to me. So I've been playing it for a little bit, but I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go record a video. So that's what I'm doing right now, obviously. But with the Pack Esports thing, my whole thought process of the business model is, you make ad videos on social media, like in YouTube and stuff, and then it promotes the Discord, and then you sell like tournament spots. So I would get like 70, $80 a week from hosting these tournaments, or like $100 a week maybe, which isn't a lot, but it's a lot because I can make $100 in like 2 or 3 hours basically of work, so it's pretty decent. But I kind of quit that because I was like, this is dumb. I don't want to do this. But now I'm trying to get back into it because I have some other ideas that I'm going to implement. I'm not going to get too into depth with that. I mean, if I make money from it, then yeah. But that's what I'm working on right now, and I'm going to, like I said, the ThunderTech stuff, working my job and trying to get more hours, all that stuff. I'm not gonna say anything too in depth because I don't want people to like stalk me or whatever. But working at that place, and then I don't want to do the whole thing of like trying to work 40 hours a week. I mean, if I have time, I could try, but I just, my job doesn't give me that. I could probably work somewhere else, but I'm also doing college. I'm gonna start college soon for engineering. Kind of annoying thing because not annoying. I'm trying to phrase the words correctly. So basically, I'm fortunate enough to where my parents said they would pay for college, which is pretty sick, and I don't have to pay for it myself because I'm not. My parents aren't poor, which is nice, right? Some people might not have that situation. I don't want to be rude and be like, "Oh, you're fucking broke," if your parents don't pay for college. But I'm doing college for engineering for robotics, so even if this entrepreneurial stuff doesn't work out, I'm definitely gonna get a job doing engineering for that, so I'll make the money back anyways. But the whole thought process of this entrepreneur stuff is I want to make enough money to retire my parents and live on like a ranch and have like 1,000 acres with like 15 houses. I don't know. That's like I would want to have the ability to do that and go travel the world and stuff like that with this entrepreneur stuff. But right now, I barely make $1,000 a month. I mean, I close enough make about almost $1,000 a month. But since I got this job and then this business, but the business is I'm still learning a lot of stuff and learning the ropes for everything. And I'm not great at marketing, and I'm not great at. I mean, everything else is pretty easy, but I'm leaning more into like designing my own products and 3D designing and designing more robotics products and like kits and stuff like that. like like I was supposed to, or not supposed to today, but I do these little streams, like live streams on my other Thundertech channel where I just like go into CAD or build robots or whatever with Arduino and like solder stuff and just basically build robots every single day. I'm not gonna link that because I'm sure you can just look it up online. But I would, building little robots, and what I would do is I'm gonna make a kit to sell it and see if people buy it. And I know some marketing stuff, but it's always like follow the principles, but you never really know until you try. And I'm kind of just saving up majority of my money to go do an ad campaign, and I converted like pretty much a lot of my cash into like actual money today, with the bank and all that stuff. And so I was like, all right, I have it all digitally, so I can go spend money on ads. But I'm thinking of buying another printer because let me go show you all my 3D printing setup. So currently I'm printing this little like battery holder for my batteries right there, so I know like red means it's dead and stuff like that. But I got this printer. It is the Creality Ender 3V3KE. Pretty solid printer. I listed this on Facebook Marketplace for 200 bucks. I don't really know if I want to sell it. I listed it on there, but now I'm like, if I sell it, then I'll only have one good printer because this printer, the Anchormake M5C, really solid printer. But if you can see right here, it's broken. It's been broken for months. It's really fucked up. It's annoying. I got this, air purifier. This is some stuff I printed. Little shelves I designed, some stuff. I mean, most of this I didn't design. I designed that. Some little 3D scan on my head. The cats I didn't design. Let me just show you all the workshop. So this is basically the lab, I guess you call it. It's the main setup with the monitors. But yeah, I got those printers. I'm trying to sell this one or fix this one and sell it. But I'm gonna get another printer. It's like 300, 400 bucks or 350 just about. It can print like carbon fiber, nylon, ABS. If y'all don't know what that is, it's basically like engineering level or like better resistance and stuff like that than the normal PLA, which PLA is like kind of brittle and it kind of shatters a little easy. I mean, it depends on the strength you print it at, but it it's not that strong compared to like ABS, which ABS, if you know what like Legos are printed at or made out of, that's what it is. Like ABS, that's the name of the plastic. And then there's I can print like carbon fiber nylon, so it's like super strong and like engineering level materials and stuff like that. Because I'm thinking about buying this printer, or I get a resin printer, which means I can print like super high detail. Anyways, let me not nerd out about 3D printing, but that's what I'm currently working on and currently doing is the Thundertech business and maybe the Pack Esports thing because it might work. I don't know. I mean, I do want it to work, but my goal is to basically automate it. Like I'm writing some programs right now to automate stuff, making some Discord bots. If you know what it is, it's just like automating the whole process, and then I will go pitch it to a lot of like server owners and people who run these things, and then I'll do that. I mean, I've never made money. I mean, I made like 20 bucks from it, but I haven't made a whole lot of money from it. But if I can, an hour a day for 100 bucks a week, that seems pretty reasonable. But of course, the whole like I don't want to just purely rely on like a job, right? Because of course you could say that, and that's like what everyone else does, and that's only a limit. Like I could probably look for a job that pays me like 15, 60 bucks an hour in my area, but even if I made 20 bucks an hour for 40 hours a week, that's only like 3, 4 grand a month, which is a lot for me. But I have no time in my day, or half of my time just gone every single day. And if I needed the money that bad, like immediately, then I would. But I'm trying to find ways to make money, like, because the whole thought process in my head is, of course, 4K a month is pretty good. It's really good. I mean, for me, that's 4 times what I make right now. That's great, right? But I could work at that same job for 10 years and like maybe like become a manager of a restaurant and make like 8 grand a month, 6 grand. I only double that money in 10 years probably, or get like a slight raise if I worked there for a year. But if I work on a skill and I work on a business, I can double, even triple my money right within a year or two. That's my thought process. And of course, businesses are different, especially if it's like a brick and mortar or like a physical location. But like online businesses, if all I spend is ads, and even if I work on content and I don't just purely rely on ad spend, then the thought process is I'll make way more than that. So that's my thought process behind that. And I don't want to purely just say only way I can make money is with a job, right? Because that's not scalable, really. Like you can't work 100 hours in a day, obviously, duh. But I could, if I had a business, I could sell 100 products in a day for $20 and make $2,000 in a day. That's definitely a possibility, right? If I scale it up correctly. but you can't work more hours. You can't work. I probably couldn't physically work more than 10 or 12 hours a day, depending on what it is. But I mean, I also wouldn't want to. Um, I would have no time to do anything, right? And if I needed the money, like I had like a family or something, I'd work 40 hours, obviously, but I don't. And so I'm getting like 20, 30 hours. I mean, if I can hit like 40 and I had a college, then I'll see like if I can manage that. Because the whole thing of engineering school, I mean, I'm not good at math, so I'm gonna definitely struggle, but it's like math and physics and algebra and calculus. I was never good at that stuff. Of course, I can learn, but it's complicated. But everything else, like the CAD work, the electronics, everything else, I kind of already do. So I thought it was gonna be easy. But the whole thing is that the physics and all that stuff is gonna be a lot harder. But it's gonna be pretty easy otherwise. But yeah, what else was I got to talk about? Yeah, college, working the job. Trying to make more money with that, getting more hours. Obviously, that's like the big thing I'm trying to do. Starting college soon with engineering. Yeah, I don't know how many days. Like, I'll update. I'll make these videos every time like a new update happens, where I make money or something like that, or like a workout. Oh, I did this today. Like, I might make one tomorrow, like a quick little like. I might do like clips of my workout maybe, but I don't like doing the whole, oh, I'm just fucking lifting reps because I have like 200 videos that I've privated of me like just working out in the vlog, and it's boring and it's retarded. And I don't like those type of videos because they have no value, right? But with these, maybe someone is inspired by this. Maybe they're like, oh, I should probably, start making some money, or I don't know, right? But I mean, that's the one thing I'm working on, and I'm trying to network more, meet some people online. Like I have this little like private community that I made. I'm not gonna like pitch it. I'm not gonna sell it. It's just like people that I invite from my self improvement Discord. It's people that are like they're my age, around my age, a little older. They're making money. They're working on themselves. They're they have a business, or they're like doing something else to make money besides a job, or they're working really hard at a job. Like some guys, they do like trading. Some of them have businesses. Some of them just like engineering, but they all work out and they're all kind of into fitness and stuff like that. But I mean, I've been trying to talk to some more people like that, meet some more people who are into technology and electronics and stuff like that. Um, I'm not gonna talk about like my relationships and that type of like love life, all that stuff on this channel because that's really personal. That's really weird, honestly. But and y'all don't even know about that, honestly, because I'm not gonna say now much is going on, but it's just not. It's personal, right? But the money stuff, obviously, right? That's definitely a win. So man, I look fucking chopped. God damn. Yeah, but I'm trying to grow my facial hair out. It's blonde, so it doesn't look that great. But I mean, look, you can right here, and it looks like I don't have anything. It's unfortunate. I mean, God, I'm not gonna dye my facial hair. That's weird. But yeah, I definitely would grow like a thick ass beard. I don't know. Anyways, let me get back on track. But 30 second is my main business model. I'm trying to scale up the 30 printing. I want to just like 5 printers, way too much to do. I want that type of stuff where I'm just like constantly getting new orders and constantly getting new people to DM me and all that stuff and getting money from that because I can definitely make a lot of money from that. But I'm also trying to do 3D design. Like I'm taking some courses right now for 3D design stuff, so like Fusion 360. I'm already pretty decent at that, but there's a lot I could definitely like holes in my game, as they say for MMA. But for I'm trying to relate that to like Fusion 360 and 3D design, and then I'm gonna learn Blender, which is like a more organic modeling software, and I'll advertise for that. I'll say I can do 3D design for that. I think across all my social medias, I have about like 2K. Well, in terms of everything, Discord as well, I have like 5K total like reach, I guess you say, because like 200 on my TikTok for ThunderTech, 200 on my YouTube for ThunderTech, 90 or 100 on my Instagram, so that's 500 right there. 300 on this one, and then 400 on my Pack Thunder, which I use to like promote my little Pack Esports group, and then Pack Esports, that channel is 200. So, and then I guess I'm not gonna count my Instagram because my Instagram I bought it basically. I didn't buy it, but I made a little program to like promote it on this little app called Yubo. I've never told anyone about this. I mean, I've told people IRL, but I never like said it on a channel. But I got banned off there anyway, so I don't really care. But easy little way to get followers. You just make a macro that just DMs people saying, "Hey, go please follow my YouTube." I mean, I got 100 followers a day at that point, but it was like they all unfollowed me. They weren't. The engagement was trash. I do not recommend that, by the way. I mean, if you're trying to get followers to like impress, I don't know, some females or whatever, or be weird, but Just make it organic, bro. Just make good content. I don't know. But I don't even really use Instagram anymore. I logged out of my Instagram, so I don't use it except for like the Thundertech one and my business ones. But doing the business course, trading stuff. I'm considering kind of like doing another business model, but I don't know because I still want to do these. But I'm really just trying to keep myself busy and do as much as I possibly can. But anyways, enough for me fucking yapping. Holy Jesus. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to think of the words here. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So if you liked it, let me know. If you're watching, if you listen to any of this, surprisingly, let me know in the comments. If you're someone I know IRL, uh, surprise. I don't actually know. Only person is from the gym. Anyways, see y'all in the next one. Hope y'all like listen to me rant and ramble about my life.